we're gonna, so Christine actually so kindly put this little video together for us. So today we're going to be focusing on how to give a virtual presentation. And Christine is going to show us an example of maybe what we should not do during a virtual presentation. So while you're watching, take some mental notes about what you noticed that she could do better. Okay?
Got it.
You're not going to hurt her feelings.
And I'm going to go ahead and mute everybody. Please do not unmute yourself. We need to make sure we're quiet so we can pay attention, okay?
Okay.
That's how you share yourself.
Yo, everybody. Good morning, everyone. Thanks for having us here today. We're not just here for delicious coffee. We are here to say thank you for supporting Special Olympics North Carolina. Archie, come here, Archie. Come here, boy. I want to show you the pet. See, this is my pet, Archie. From this campaign, Coastal Franchising has made a difference in the lives of nearly 30,000 Special Olympics athletes competing in North Carolina. By competing and training in sports that they love, Special Olympics makes a positive impact on the lives of people with intellectual disabilities. Do I hear my phone ringing? Let me go get my phone. Please hold on. Hello. Yeah, I'm right in the middle of giving a speech. I'll talk to you later. Bye. Thank you for holding. Special Olympics has been very important in my life for the past 16 years. Now, Archie, calm down. I know you're excited, but calm down, please. I have competed in track and field, basketball, soccer, softball, tennis, bocce, volleyball. But I do much more than that, than just compete. I have coached basketball, tennis, officiating volleyball, and bocce. I also work full-time for Special Olympics North Carolina as the athlete leadership manager. You could say that my calendar is pretty full. But because athletes are never asked to pay a fee to participate in Special Olympics, every athlete has an equal opportunity to succeed and compete. The best part of Special Olympics happens not only on the field of play, but behind the scenes. Thanks to everyone like you, we are creating a more inclusive world, one athlete at a time. Thank you.
Whew.
Oops, a couple people have their hands up. Christine, good job. Thank you for participating and doing that. You're a good sport. We like, I appreciate you letting me pick on you. So, okay, Sam, you've got your hand up. What is something you noticed that you might not want to do during a virtual presentation?
Answer your phone.
Probably not, right? Answer your phone. That doesn't look so great.
Or call the dog. Or if you have an animal, don't call the animal.
Listen them all off.
Yeah, maybe not include the animal in the speech. That's a good one. Anybody? Oh, Kelly Dixon, hand up.
The people up close.
Yeah, right. She was not positioned well in front of the screen. If you're too close, I'm not going to be able to see your face. But if you're too far away, I'm not going to be able to really tell what's going on either. Okay, Paige, I think your hand is up.
Yep. She was reading her paper.
Yeah, well, she can read her paper. But what we want is that while you're reading your paper, oh yeah, like that. Yep, exactly. So when you're reading your paper, it needs to be down.
Down, and also she did not look up.
Yep.
And also she was moving a lot.
Yes.
Yeah, absolutely. And Ethan?
I mean, in all honesty, the speech has given very long, more than 2 minutes at a time, because everybody's speeches, the rules are 1 to 2 minutes maximum. no less than a minute, no more than 2.
Right. Yep. If you're given a virtual presentation, it's really hard for you to keep everyone's attention on these
Right.
Zoom calls, as we know, because we've done so many of them.
Yeah,
So-
Christine in person, so that's a lot different.
Yep.
Right.
So that's an important note. There's a difference between giving a speech in person versus virtual, and that's a good
Yeah.
point, Ethan. Oh, Kelly Hudson or Kelly Dixon?
No, Hudson, Kelly Hudson. I
Kelly
think you had
Hudson.
your hand up.
Okay. I think you're still muted, friend. There we
I
go.
was mostly just questioning it all.
That's good. That's good to question. Yeah, we're learning, right? What about, okay, so in the beginning, Christine, what about her outfit? What did you guys notice about her outfit?
Oh,
Kelly Dixon.
she had her hood on.
She
You never
had
do that when you do a speech. Never.
What should you wear?
You should wear your global national shirt.
Even if you're virtual?
Yes.
Yes.
This
Yep.
one.
There you go. Yep. Yep. Absolutely. What Paige is showing us, your Global Messenger shirt.
Or your, sorry,
No, you're
or
good.
your athlete council shirt.
Yes. If for some reason you can't find your Global Messenger shirt, or if you can't, if you need a new size, you need a new one, maybe it ripped, whatever it is, your athlete council shirt will work. An athlete ambassador shirt will work. Yep, you've got your name tag. You don't always have to wear those for virtual presentations because they can't see them most of the time. But it's really good to have that for your in-person presentations for sure.
Yeah.
Anything else?
Kelly, do you have your hand up? Kelly Hudson still, or no?
Yeah,
Kelly.
I just had a question.
Mhm.
So if we have, like, I have multiple Special Olympic shirts.
Mhm.
Would those work?
So it depends on the shirt, because if you have one, you're from Durham, right?
Yeah.
So sometimes we have older shirts from Durham, not just Durham, from our local programs specifically, that the logos are really old, and we just haven't
It
updated
has the
them.
same Special Olympic of North Carolina.
Does it have, like, Kelly Dixon? Can you show us your shirt real quick?
Oh.
Does it have like that shield?
One of them does. So the ones I'm talking about, 2 of them are the collared ones.
Okay. I think that's something you'd want to case by case. Maybe you send us a picture of it just to double check.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes our local program coordinators have been around for a really long time. So, and they're fabulous and they're wonderful, but they've got old shirts circulating, and that's fine. But when we're wearing them for official presentations, we want to make sure we have the most up-to-date version of it, right? So if you've got Kelly Dixon's shirt on or Paige's shirt, those are 2 you can wear. I don't see any athlete council shirts on. So the one Ryan Hood has on is a Global Messenger shirt, but it's an old version of it, I believe. Is what it looks like.
And this one is the new one.
Yep, you're correct. So if you need a new one, we'll go through in a little, like maybe not this session, but in a different session, we'll kind of take stock and inventory of what everybody needs. Okay.
Right.
Like if you need a new one, or if we need a t-shirt or something like that. So, but those are great questions.
All right, let's give some snaps for Christine, because she is an amazing speech giver and
a great actress.
And a great actress. Yeah, she did that all impromptu. This was not planned. She just
There was 2 things they missed,
Oh, tell us.
Christine,
Uh-oh.
and I did it on purpose.
Okay.
One, I did not read the speech at all. I didn't practice beforehand. Like she said, it was all impromptu. So you notice I made mistakes. You've got to read your speech. Make sure you know it enough that you feel comfortable. And
You also got up and started walking around.
yes, I did that, but there was one other thing, and that's why this program was created. Did anybody catch that?
I know what you're talking about.
It was.
I'll let Reese answer.
Okay.
Well, I don't think he knows what's going on quite yet. So let's see.
Oh,
if he
okay.
knows the answer.
I saw his hand up, sorry.
You want Sam to answer?
Yeah, go ahead.
It It wasn't the dog. It wasn't the speech. It wasn't the phone. You had your hood up.
Nope.
So it's something with the content, what she was saying. She said something.
Oh.
What do you think it is, Paige?
Beep, beep, the phone.
No, that was not good either, but it was something else. I'm gonna give you another little hint. How many athletes do we have here in North Carolina?
20,000.
And what did she say?
20,000.
She said 30,000,
Oh, that's right.
which is
No.
at one time we
No.
had 30,000, but now we don't have 30,000. We have 40,000.
I think we have over 200.
So there's over 200,000 or people with intellectual disabilities in North Carolina. Are you talking about your local program, Paige?
I think.
Oh, that's awesome. That's good for you to know. You can always double check with your coordinator for sure. But that was a really good thing for you to add in, Christine. That when you went through training, it could have been a totally different number, but we now have what we say nearly 40,000 Special Olympics athletes in North Carolina. Hello, Reese. Nice to see you.
Here we go.
Hi.
Hey.
Okay.
All right, so Reese, to catch you up really quick, we are learning how to give a virtual presentation, and you are just in time to listen to Elisa's presentation on how we can be great presenters in the virtual world.
Okay.
So everyone pay attention to Elise.
Madeline.
Oh, you're the host now, I think.
I made you a co-host, so you should be able to share your screen.
Oh, perfect. Okay, let me.
But if you can't,
on-
again.
Okay, no, I can't. And it's just on my desktop. So. Okay, here we go. Share screen. All right. Can everybody see my screen?
Yes. Yes.
Let me move this over and slideshow present. We are going to talk a little bit about how to give a virtual presentation. So again, Christine, that was an awesome example of some of the big things that we shouldn't do when we're giving a presentation, whether it be we're giving a speech or we're sharing some slides. So we're going to dive right in. But first, what makes a good presentation? If you have ever delivered a speech or watched a presentation, what are some things that you've seen that are really good? Does anyone have any examples? Paige?
Oh, I presented at the LETI regional conference that Christine was talking about on April 9th.
Yeah.
And I spoke about my story with Special Olympics. And I did so well. I did like a minute.
Mm-hmm.
Like
So
a
you were
minute.
prepared.
Yes, I was prepared. I practiced super a lot with my dad and myself in front of a mirror. And on that day, I was ready.
You were ready to roll. That's exactly what we're looking for. We want to be prepared. And Christine did mention that's something that's super important. Kelly Dixon.
So I noticed where the cops was looking at me, and that's how we give a good presentation.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, just like that. And does anyone else, or we'll keep on going? Reese, is your hand up? Yeah.
I say we need a good punchline.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So these are all really good examples of how to give some good presentations. So some things that I've learned over the years and I've been taught are there are 6 big tricks to help you deliver an excellent virtual presentation. So they can be summarized into 6 categories, like simplifying your slides, doing some different tech prep before you get on screen, setting your scene, finding your frame, making good eye contact, and engaging your audience. So we're going to dive a little bit more into each of these as we go through so that we can be prepared to deliver our next virtual presentation. So the first one is simplifying your slides, but this can also be applied to giving your speeches as well. But if you do find yourself sharing some slides or working with them at any point, make sure you're only putting the most important information on your slides. I'm sure you've all seen presentations that have lots and lots of words and you have to spend your time reading and you can't even focus on who's talking. And we want to be able to focus on you while you're speaking and not read paragraphs on a slide. So you can add some fun photos or graphics to the slide to draw in people's attention, but that'll make sure that people are really watching you as you talk and listening to how excited you are to share your stories and share what Special Olympics is about to you. And as I go through this, I can't see everyone's faces. So if you do have a question or a comment, feel free to just come off mute and interrupt me. That is completely fine. But then our second trick is do some technology prep. There's nothing worse than getting on and realizing your microphone or your camera doesn't work, or you can't hear people, or you don't know what's going on Zoom. So always practice using the platform before you give your speech or presentation, whether it's Zoom or a Google Hangout. You want to be familiar with the different things, how to share your screen, how to work the microphone. Maybe if you want to use some of the reactions, how do you use those? So make sure that you've practiced before you start presenting on the day that you're delivering your presentation. You also really want to find a spot with a reliable internet connection and close any extra browsers that you might not need. This is just going to help you as you're going so that your screen doesn't freeze up. I know that's happened to me before, where I'm sitting there, I'm leaning in close because I'm not sure if I've frozen, and suddenly my face fills up the entire screen. And we don't want that to happen to you at all. And then also just like the major key point is be prepared. Anything can happen, anything can go wrong the day of. So the more that you've prepped beforehand, the more ready you're going to be able to deal with any situation that might come your way. But it seems that you all are experienced Zoom users, so I know that you probably already know to do all of this as well. So then, our third trick is setting the scene. So this really has to do with the background and the room you're sitting in. You want to choose a clean spot with an appropriate background to deliver your virtual presentation. Like I said earlier, we want people to focus on you, but we don't want them to be focusing on what's going on around you or behind you. So if you're delivering a presentation, maybe sitting in a crowded coffee shop is not the place to be. You want to have a clean space so that you can focus on the information you're giving and that your audience can focus on you. Another key thing is you want to avoid sitting in front of a bright window as it's going to make you appear really dark. So you actually, a little trick is you normally want to face the window as that natural light is going to hit you and make you feel very bright on screen. And if you can't find an appropriate setting and your technology system allows it, you can always use a virtual background. I know Special Olympics has some really great ones. I've seen Christine use some really awesome ones throughout the past couple of weeks. So I'm sure she could share some. I'm sure Madeline or Katie could share some, or even your local coordinators, depending on the different presentation you're giving. So that's always a great thing to do if you're not sure if your background is what it should be for that presentation. Next, you want to find your frame. So you want to choose an appropriate outfit to wear to your presentation. So I know you all mentioned Christine had a hood on, and we never want to wear a hood during a presentation. So you should always have on your global messenger or another Special Olympics appropriate shirt to deliver your presentations and your speeches. But even though it's virtual, I like to say that you should have both tops and bottoms for the event that match the energy of what you're trying to say. You're going to feel a little bit more confident if you're wearing the full outfit when delivering a virtual presentation. Then you can go change into your leggings or your sweatpants after. But for those few minutes, you're going to feel like a powerful person if you put on that whole outfit. You're also going to want to center yourself in front of the camera. And I like to say, take one step back so the audience can see your entire face. We saw that at one point in the speech, Christine was leaned in close, and then at one point she was almost out of frame. You want to be nice and central so that everyone can see a good portion of your body. Now, if you're not standing, if you end up sitting, a good rule of thumb is to sit 1 arm's length away from your computer camera for the best angle possible. Make sure that you also put your computer at eye level. That way you're looking straight in and you're framed nicely in front of that camera. I see all of you today are looking pretty good and you've already found your frame, so we won't spend too much time talking about that. Now, our 5th tip for success is making good eye contact. And this can be hard in a virtual setting, especially if you're on gallery mode and you're seeing everyone on the screen. I know that you're going to want to focus on what they're doing. So I like to say maybe put it on speaker mode or even on yourself so that you're not getting too distracted by what others are doing. This is where you can set your phone or your computer at eye level to appear like you're talking directly to the camera and to your audience. You can place your device on a stack of books to get that setting if you need it to. Additionally, practice speaking to that little light up camera on your computer or your phone and not looking down. You can see me right now, so I'm looking at the screen and it looks like I'm not really looking at you. But if I lift my eyes up to where the camera is, now it feels like I'm making eye contact directly with you and talking right to your audience. This is going to be a great way to make them feel a little bit more engaged and capture their attention. And then finally, remember the key topics and points of your presentation. You don't have to memorize it word for word as you go, but it's important to know what you're talking about and give some more extra details so that you know what's going on, you know what to talk about in that slide, and you're not scanning the slides from side to side as you're reading, as that can be a little bit distracting to your audience members. And then last, but certainly not least, engage your audience. They're here to hear from you. They're here to see how excited you are about what you're talking about. And like I said, they can get pretty easily distracted, especially in a virtual setting with maybe where they are, but also what's going on cameras on the screen. So make sure that you're being enthusiastic when you speak. No one wants to listen to someone give a boring speech about a topic that they aren't even excited about. We come to listen to you all because you all are so excited and passionate about what you get to say. And that's why we listen and why we get excited to keep coming back and hear you all deliver your presentations. And then finally, don't be afraid to ask questions from your audience members or make your presentation interactive. Again, that'll help capture their attention and make them stay engaged throughout the entire thing. And those personal stories that you share and that I've gotten to hear over the past couple of weeks and through my time working with Special Olympics, one, make an impact on your audience, but also help them stay engaged and start thinking about how they can be more involved in the future. So I like to call these all the 6 steps for success. And again, to summarize them, it's simplify those slides, do your tech prep, set the scene, find your frame, make good eye contact, and engage your audience. And if you master those, which I know for sure you all will, you are going to deliver the best virtual presentations ever. And that is all that I have for you. All right.
Great job,
That was
Elise.
awesome. Let's give Elise some claps too.
Woo.
That was great.
So what did we take away from Elise's presentation? Can somebody name one thing that they kept in their noggin from that? Reese, you want to tell me? Let's see if we can unmute you, friend. There we go.
The tech prep.
Say that one more time.
The tech prep.
Yep, that's a good one. And I saw Paige's hand, I think.
Hey.
Paige, what's something you took away from Elise's presentation?
She did great. She didn't use words on the presentation.
Well, what is a tip she gave that you kept in your noggin that you're going to try to use during your presentation?
Okay. Eye contact.
Great.
And also engage the audience.
Absolutely. That's a good one. That's
Yeah.
a really good one. Oh, Ethan's hands up. Let's see what Ethan has to say.
Yeah, simplify slides.
Absolutely. Yeah, you guys can prepare slides. And we have backgrounds that you can use for your slides that are Special Olympics approved if you want them. But that can be really a great way to show your involvement with Special Olympics or whatever you're trying to talk about. Maybe you want to show pictures if you're talking about maybe a polar plunge. You can show past photos from a polar plunge on those slides. So that's a great one. Good one.
And you can always ask Katie or me if you need help putting together your slides.
Absolutely.
If you end up making slides.
Natalie, I see your hand. Let's get you unmuted. Hold on. Let's see. You see it asking. There you go.
Okay. Do the tech prep in case you have internet troubles like I've had.
Yeah. And
I'm
sometimes-
walking around in my neighborhood.
Is that working?
Or like I
Yeah.
just had.
So that's how I got on.
Yeah, sometimes you can't help it, and that's okay. But the most you can do to prepare, the better. If you can figure out the things that are in your control, then you'll be better off.
Yeah,
things you can't
definitely.
happen. Yep. Awesome. So something we want to do now that we took away from Lisa's presentation is find your frame. So this is huge for virtual presentations. So can all of you see yourselves? You can see your picture on the computer. Can you see yourself?
I can see mine.
Yep. So I want to say, what did Elise say? She said you want to make sure that you are not too close. So Paige, I think you might be a little too close, friend.
Also, so if you see the camera, does everyone see where their camera is? The
Yeah.
camera should be even with your eyes.
Oh, there you go.
Okay, yes,
Perfect,
Natalie, that
was
is
good.
awesome.
Yeah. I'm on my cell phone.
Okay, Sam, I can't really see you. There. Okay, a little. Okay, good. That's good. All right. Paige, we're getting there. But as long as you see that little camera, if there's like a little light or a little circle, it needs to be even with your eyes. Pretend it's just someone's eyes that you're looking at, right?
Oh, I'm trying.
And if you have like something we talked about in the breakout rooms last week with or last session with Reese, he was on his iPad. So it was kind of hard to get his iPad situated where it wasn't like looking up, sorry, I just knocked everything over. Sometimes you're on your computer and you're looking at it like this. Like that's not a very flattering angle for anybody. I mean, I look okay, could look better. So something that we heard Elise say is you could maybe stack it on some books, or maybe you sit in a chair and you put those books on your table, and maybe you then place your iPad or your phone or whatever leaning against those books, something like this, so that it's standing straight up and you look level with the camera like Madeline mentioned.
Does that make sense?
Yeah. What about like if you have to have your phone charging? How can you stand it straight up?
That's a really good question. So if you have your phone charging, maybe you can try doing it long ways like this instead of up and down. Sometimes that helps, but that might be part of tech prep. You need to make sure your phone is charged ahead of time, right?
Yeah.
And sometimes we can't help it for sure.
This better?
You're still a little close. What are you using? Oh, and she's gone. Paige, what are you using? Are you on a phone? Are you on a laptop? Are you on an iPad? iPad. Can you sit it up? Hold it. Can you hold it up like this? Like pretend like you're gonna take a selfie.
I did.
You did?
Yeah.
Paige, what? Oh,
There you go.
that is
That's
better.
We're getting
Okay.
there. We're
That
getting
was good.
Yeah. Nice. Okay.
That's good.
We're good. Yep.
There she is.
Oh,
Trying.
You're doing good, Paige. You're doing really good.
This is new. For,
Oh, that's great.
this is new for all of us. So we're all learning.
So sometimes maybe, Paige, we can practice afterwards, setting it against something like the wall or a set of books, like Elise said. Does that sound like something we can try? Your face is too great to see only the top part of it. Okay.
That's great. Okay.
Hold on.
You're okay, Paige. And if we don't get it today, we'll keep on trying, right? This is something we can work on. I want you to take a look at Ethan and Christine and Ryan Hood and Reese. So they're like perfectly in the frame. Okay. So you can see.
Okay. I'm reading my baby book.
Okay, okay. So you can see from the top of their chest up, and that's really, really good. And that's what we want to see. All right.
I also will say that Kelly Dixon has some great lighting.
Yes, she does.
So
Lighting can be really tricky.
Oh, here you go.
okay,
That's
Paige.
perfect.
That
Paige.
is awesome.
You
There
did
she
it.
is.
You did
Did
it.
it.
Very nice.
Okay. Wow. I didn't even know what color hair you had. Now I know. Okay.
Perfect.
I
And
got
some,
some highlights in it.
oh,
Good.
nice.
Okay.
So something else I want to say is for these training sessions, you don't have to be perfect, but and you don't have to be perfect ever. But it's really important when you're giving the actual presentations that you do try to set this up in the right way.
This is good practice for
Yep.
that. Great practice. Okay, so now that we have learned a little bit about virtual presentations, we're going to give one right now.
Oof.
Oh, everyone just kind of made a face.
Thanks.
Okay, so I emailed you guys. Did everyone get that? Oh, Paige has hers printed out. Does everyone have that document saved on their computer or printed out? You don't have to have it printed out as long as you can pull it up.
I've had trouble with the internet in my house, so I haven't been able to
Hold
look
on.
at it.
That's okay.
Okay, it's okay. We're part of your homework is going to involve it. So if you can't get to it today,
I
It'll be
forgot
part
to
of your
print that out.
okay, that is all good. So what we're going to do is we are going to read them.
Oh,
Everyone is
I
going
have a
to read them.
question.
Hang on one second, Paige. Everyone is going to read them and we're going to give you feedback on maybe what you can work on for next time. And we're going to work on improving how we give virtual presentations. Okay, Paige, what's your question?
Can I lean against the wall?
Yeah, you can be right there. You don't have to move. So you can be sitting right there. That is perfect. Okay, good. So does anyone want to bravely go first? And this is a practice run. This is, you don't have to, I understand some of you have not read this before. So, but you're going to practice it over the weekend. So this will be kind of a first run for everybody. So who wants to go first?
I can practice first.
Okay, great. Thank you for volunteering.
Okay. Hey, everyone. My name is Kay Solomon, and I am a Special Olympics North Carolina athlete. Why am I doing? Oh, dang it. Why am I on your screen today? The answer is simple. We owe you a huge thank you for all the work you do to support Special Olympics North Carolina athletes like me. Last May, Coastal Management raised $53,000 for our organization and 48 Dunkin' Donut stores all over North Carolina. That includes more than $45,000 from in-store donations and more than $6,000 in Special Olympics merchandise donations. You know what they say, nothing goes better with coffee and donuts than giving back to Special Olympics. Well, maybe I just come up with that. Coastal Management plays an important role in supporting the law enforcement torch run here in our state. From cover to cruisers, to cops and top, to raising money to t-shirt donations, the funds you have helped raise are making a real difference in our lives. Continue to carry our mission of hope into the upcoming May campaign.
Great job, Paige.
That was great. I will say, Paige, your eye contact was amazing. Paige, she was looking at her notes. She did not know the speech at all, but she was making eye contact with us the whole time, right?
Yes.
So that was perfect. Does anyone have anything that they would like to say about Paige's practice run?
That was an awesome job.
That was awesome too.
Great.
Yeah. It was really good. Paige,
Yeah,
how
I
do you feel
agree.
about it? Paige, how do you feel about it?
I am pretty good.
Pretty good. Yeah, there was one spot where you tripped up and you said, "Dang it!" But
you
that's
kept
okay.
going.
Kept
I'm
going.
sorry.
That's okay.
Yeah, you kept going. Is
But
that
I
your
kept
first one?
going.
You kept going, and that's the important thing. You didn't let it keep you fumbling over your words. You just kept on rolling, and that's what you guys got to do.
All right, another brave soul needs to volunteer.
I was just gonna add on, as long as you keep going, Paige, no one will notice.
Absolutely. That's a good point.
Yeah.
The audience doesn't know what the speech says.
That is
So
true.
Oh,
You're the only one that knows.
Mhm.
All right, who wants to go next? Reese, is
I
that
got
you
a
volunteering?
question.
Oh,
I got a
not
question.
volunteering.
Is
Yep.
it the speech that we gave last week?
It's a different speech.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
I forgot to print that out.
that's okay. That's all right. All right, who wants to volunteer to go next?
Kelly Dixon kind of looks ready. Oh no, Ethan! Ethan, I saw a hand up.
Ethan, do you want to go next?
Let's go.
No. Hello, I am Ethan Cassidy. I'm a global messenger for Special Olympics, North Carolina. I want to thank Duncan for sponsoring SONC. The Special Olympics, North Carolina, is an organization with nearly 40,000 athletes in 100 counties in the state of North Carolina. We have at least 100 competitions with 3 division levels. Our organization also has USA Games and World Games. SONC may be stronger physically and mentally all year because I play golf and powerlifting. Duncan has sponsored SONC for a long time with an annual campaign. The Donut Company supported and will support Special Olympics North Carolina in the future. I want to give my thanks to Duncan for supporting and sponsoring SONC. We appreciate your hard work and generosity for all SONC athletes. And we hope Duncan continue to support SONC. Thank you.
Wow, Ethan, that was fantastic.
That was great.
Did you write that yourself?
Yes.
It was
great.
awesome.
Very impressed.
Yeah. Ethan went above and beyond the Call of Duty there. So what did everyone think about Ethan's Find His Frame? Do you think he did good?
He did. He did awesome.
Good.
Yeah, I thought it was perfect. He was
Right in
exactly
it.
in the center.
Perfecto.
Perfecto. And he made eye contact with the camera the whole time, right? It was exactly level. I felt like I was in the room with him, right?
Yeah, I did too.
Yeah. And
He
he did
did.
it. He did a couple things. Did anyone notice that when he said the number 3, he went
Nice hand gestures.
hand gestures? Is good, important. Keep your audience paying attention, right?
And something that I really liked, Ethan, is that you were very clear and concise. I knew exactly what you were saying. You didn't rush, but you also didn't go so slowly that I was having a hard time paying attention, right? You did a really good job with keeping it clear, concise, and on time.
I think so too. All right. Anybody else have anything to add to Ethan's?
We
Okay.
good.
We got thumbs up. All right. Good job, Ethan. Anybody want to go next?
Did everyone else just not have a chance to print it off?
No, I have mine right here.
Oh,
So you just don't want to go?
well, let's hear it, Kelly.
I'm just.
You're volunteering.
You just volunteered yourself. We are all practicing, so we're ready.
I was just putting it off.
We understand. Whenever you're ready to start, you are good, my friend.
Because I don't like being the first person.
Eye contact.
Hello, my name is Kelly Hudson, and I am a global messenger for Special Olympics. I would like to thank Dunkin' Donuts franchise owner, Coastal Franchising LLC, and VAAP Management for their continued support. Special Olympics of North Carolina would like to invite. The one time my brain does not work.
You've got this. You've got it. You can do it.
Everyone thinks I do. The public to visit participating Dunkin's Donuts to support Special Olympic North Carolina. By coming to this event, you are helping to support nearly 40,000 athletes. Special Olympics has given athletes the confidence to do whatever we want. And so much of that is due to people like you. I have participated in Special Olympics since 2014 and have competed in cheerleading, softball, and tennis all year long. My favorite part of Special Olympics is how accepted I feel. And it's thanks to businesses like you. Thank you, Dunkin' Donuts, for supporting us this year.
Sorry, I wasn't laughing at you. I think your mom video bombed you.
No, that was my sister.
Oh, sister, okay.
Well, good job.
All right, let's give it. Kelly, that was awesome. That was great. What were you worried about? You did such a great job.
I think I was mostly worried because I've only given one speech.
It's okay. We're all new to this together.
Like, not including that.
Wow, okay. That
was amazing.
Honestly, you spoke so clearly, and I knew you were nervous because you told us you were nervous beforehand. But I think if I hadn't known that, it didn't show in your voice, it didn't show on your face, I probably wouldn't have known, you know?
Yeah, I
as
think
long as it didn't show other than me telling you.
Yeah, and that's the beauty of a virtual world is that sometimes you can't see it, you know?
Christine?
The one thing I've learned over the years, and I learned this from a coach, said if you're not nervous, you're not ready.
Good point.
That matters in sports, that matters in anything you're doing. So it's good to be nervous. You're going to be nervous because, like you said, you've only done one other speech. We need to get you more involved. But you're going to gain that confidence over time. Even when you give a bad speech, that's okay. Don't worry about it. Because how do you get better? Kelly, how do you get better?
By doing speeches.
Correct.
Although, to be fair, the other speech I gave was about neurodiversity.
Oof. Big word there.
To, Harvard students.
Wow.
Wow.
Was that with Special Olympics or no?
It was with someone I met through Special Olympics.
Okay, got it. Well, yeah, I mean, we definitely need to get you doing some more speeches, so we'll work on that. Natalie?
One thing I did when I went to Japan, and the first speech I did in Japan, I lost my place several times. And the way I overcame it, I had an NC State change purse. Use a change purse or a business card as your guide when you make presentations. You can really learn from that.
I think I did that same thing when I went to China and was practicing.
Yeah. It helps. It definitely helps. That's a good point, Natalie. And also, little tips and tricks with your speeches. If you need to make the words much bigger so that it's not as hard to get lost in all of the jumbled up words, because sometimes when they're so close together, it's really easy to get mixed up and lose your
Yeah. Also, if like, let's say you go to a foreign country, take your time presenting your presentation. You will have, if it's like in Japan, for instance, I had an interpreter, and every 2 sentences I would stop, let the interpreter catch up. It took an hour and a half for my speech coach, a friend, and myself to make our presentation in Japan.
Yeah, and I think if that rings true, even if you're not in a different country, just take your time. And if you find yourself losing your place, don't let yourself get flustered. Just take a deep breath and and keep going. Great job. Anything else from anybody? Reese?
I have spoken over 500 people at Turkey Bingo before.
Well,
It
that's
was a
fun.
lot of people. It's okay to be nervous.
It is. That is true. It's
Yeah.
okay to be nervous. Yep, Ryan.
Sometimes when I get nervous, I always hold something like really tight,
Yeah, that's a good tip.
and that makes me sometimes when I stumble on a word, that makes me nervous.
Yeah, I totally get that. Yeah, that's a really good tip. Maybe you hold on to something. Especially, when we are virtual, you can hold on to a lot of stuff down here, because can you even see what I'm doing with my hands right now? Nope. So you could totally do that.
She was hitting me.
I was.
Mhm.
I would never. Okay. All right. Great job, Kelly. Thank you for doing that for us. Anybody else here that has printed their speech out? I think I saw Kelly Dixon with her speech out. Is that right, ma'am?
I had my church one speech that I get.
That's okay. You can do that one. Do you want to go ahead and do that one?
Yeah.
Perfect.
Hello, my name is Kelly Dixon. I am proud to be a Special Olympics athlete for 25 years. I have been competing in training in my favorite sports because of you. I compete in many sports, but swimming is personal favorite of mine. First of all, congratulations on this past years. It's been difficult, but you have kept it going for all that. We are so thankful. We hit the reset button, and it's time to give the 2021 everything you got. We count on you to help this year to make a great one, Special Olympics more fun. And thank you.
Great job, Kelly.
Awesome.
Wonderful.
So that was a speech that she gave virtually. She did that one virtually.
She did. She gave that one virtually. So I want to just say that I loved the way you said, I am proud. You said that with a lot of, I could feel it. You said it with a lot of passion, and I really loved that. I literally could hear and understand every single word you said. So very clear and concise. That was fantastic. Anything from the rest of us? Anybody want to share something? Yep, Reese.
I thought the Lonnie and the voice and all that was good.
Yep, absolutely. Great feedback. Ryan's giving a thumbs up. Anybody want to say anything else?
I was just gonna say, I don't know if it was the computer or the way she was talking, but it seemed very fast.
So I could see, the words that were coming out of her mouth weren't, the screen wasn't keeping up with it. But do you think that her speaking was fast, or just the way that the screen was going was fast?
I think it was the screen.
Okay, yep. And that's one of those things we just can't help. Sometimes computers are silly. But yeah, but I'm glad that if you had even noticed, Kelly, I don't know if you noticed it, but if you had, you didn't let it stop you. So that was really good. Great feedback.
Thanks.
Awesome. Right. So we got to wrap this up, you guys, and give you your Friday nights back. So I know you all did your homework. Everyone did their homework where they listed the 5 target audiences.
Yep.
Each definitely did. So keep that piece of paper handy. We're using it next week, okay? And if you think of some during the weekend, or if you didn't do it, then you just got saved. So you have time to do it, okay? But keep it, don't lose it, because we're using it next week. So for homework this weekend, I'm going to send it out to you in an email. So check your email. You are going to use that same presentation that I sent to you today, and I'm going to send it to you again today, the Dunkin' Donuts one. You're going to have someone record a video of you saying it. You can print it out. You can look at it on your phone, however you need to look at it. But find your frame. Make sure have a good background. You don't have to wear your Global Messenger shirt, but you're going to send that video into us. You can send it to Katie or you can send it to me. Okay.
You can. I would recommend wearing a Special Olympics shirt of some kind.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay.
Awesome.
And then you want to do your.
Yeah. So one more thing. So May is Mental Health Month. Do we all know what mental health means?
Mind.
Yep, your mind. So it's really important. Mental health is super important, just as important as physical health, so that we can stay healthy all around, not just healthy in our body. Your mind is super, super important. So as part of that, I would like for each of you to think of something that is important for your mental health. What is a tip that you would give to others about how to help maintain a good mental health? If that's maybe you like to spend 30 minutes reading every day, maybe you take at least one walk every week, or maybe you exercise every day, whatever it is. Think of something that is really helpful for your mental health. What is a tip that you can give to other people? And we're going to record something about that on Monday. Okay, so come prepared with that for Monday.
So someone tell me what the homework is.
Can someone repeat what the homework is back to us?
No one?
Oh, did no one hear it?
I heard it.
Can someone say it?
It's mental health homework. We find something important about what you do and try to do a video of the virtual speech.
Good job. Yep.
And if you don't have anyone to record it for you, you can just set it down, make sure you're in your frame, and you can just hit record on your phone and send it to us. Okay.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep. Ryan, what's up?
I will make sure I will record a video speech on my phone.
You're gonna be able to do that?
Yeah, and
Okay.
I will send it to you or your good looking friend.
Oh,
Michael.
you're good, my good looking.
Oh.
So
I
you
missed that.
can send them to Madeline. Madeline will give you the directions in her email.
Oh, I'm flattered.
I have one question.
Yes, ma'am.
My question is about the Health Messenger application.
Okay, let's wrap this up, and Miss Natalie, you can stay after with us and we'll answer your question. Okay.
Okay.
So anything else from you, Madeline?
I'm good. Oh, I do actually have one thing. If you have a question about the homework, you can call me. I want you to call me or Katie and reach out to us if you have questions, but only call me one time and leave a voicemail. Okay. I will get back to you. I promise. If you leave me a voicemail, I will get back to you. Okay. Sounds good. One time is the limit, and I will get back to you. I promise. Okay.
Wonderful. All right. If you don't have any other questions, we will see you at what time and when?
6 on Monday.
6 on Monday. Remember, it's a different link. It should be the same link as tonight.
I'm sending it to you guys right now.
Madeline is going to send it to you again. So just make sure you're using the correct link. Yes, Miss Kelly?
I was going to ask, for those of us, me, who don't have your numbers, how are we supposed to get in contact?
So Madeline will put that in her email as well.
Cool.
Awesome. Great point.
Madeline,
Yes.
I have your number.
Good.
Yes.
And can I send the speech on the video to your text message?
Yes, you can text that to me. Yes.
And Madeline will put all of that in her email. So if you have any questions after you read her email, and make sure you read it all the way through, then you reach out and say, I have a few questions. Okay.
Got it.
Does that sound good?
Yes.
All right, everybody. We'll see you Monday at 6 p.m. If you had questions about Health Messenger, please feel free to stay after.
I know.
See you Monday.
Yes. Yeah, I'll see you